All right, so I guess the first thing we do is we approve,
Well, we can't because there's no quorum.
so we don't have to worry about that, right?
Right.
Okay, so Sue Ann's going to do the chairman's report. Go ahead, Suzanne. Sue Ann.
Okay, yeah, so we will continue to stack up our minutes. We have September and October, and we'll table them until we have a quorum. And then for the chairman's report, due to Jim DeMark's hard work and dogged determination to fill our spots, we have Terry Wood is going to be going before the RTC for approval to become the next member of the Monuments and Ceremonies Commission. So that's great news. And we continue to seek another person. Would have to be from the Independent or Democrat Party. So please, if you're interested or you know of someone, let us know.
Sue Ann, I don't know if the TV is picking up your voice. So,
Okay.
Jim, why don't you just repeat it out
Go
loud?
ahead.
Okay, Sue Ann mentioned the fact that in her chairman's report that Terry Wood, who currently is our representative in town, who is not running for re-election, has decided and also wants to join the Monuments and Ceremonies Commission. She's going to be interviewed by the Republican Town Committee tomorrow night, and I'm sure everything will go very well, and then we'll refer her over to the Board of Selectmen, and hopefully she'll be able to make our next meeting. Okay, so moving from that right on to the commission staffing, per Sue Ann mentioning the fact that we do need one additional person, and that person can be an independent or a Democrat or whatever. So I'm sure when Terry comes on board, because she knows so much, knows so many more people than I do, that she's going to help us in that respect.
Yeah, state rep, she knows everybody.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I have a question on that. Just was talking with a friend who has their dad is actually interested, but of the Republican Party. Is it possible to have other people participate in the commission that are not necessarily members?
Absolutely. So I don't know if the TV is picking up the question Sue Ann is asking from the phone. Because of the way our town charter is written, there has to be balance between Republicans and Democrats on every board in town. So we do have a slot open that must be filled by someone nominated through the Democrat Party. If you are an independent person, you can be nominated through the Democrats. But in addition to that, if you happen to be Republican, you certainly can still join this commission and help us with work. You simply will not have voting privilege. But yes, anybody who's interested, regardless of party affiliation, can join this commission.
All right, and in addition to that, and this is only recently, like in the past couple of years, the Republican Town Committee has started interviewing undecideds to fill boards and commissions. So we have the ability to do that as well, just an FYI, okay? All right, so we're going to move on to, we just talked about commission staffing, the 2023 budget. I talked to Rob Hulick. The budget has been presented very early and complete, and he mentioned to me that they has also asked for additional monies for certain categories, and I know one of them is the upkeep of the cemeteries, so that's good. Veterans Day observance will be this Friday at 10:40 a.m. and fortunately for us, Terry Gaffney is going to be doing that. So Terry, if you want to fill us in on the DAR, I think they're going to present some sort of a plaque to the VFW.
Yes, yeah. So the Veterans Day ceremony will be right in front of Town Hall here at Veterans Circle at 10:45 a.m. The ceremony itself should last approximately 20 to 25 minutes. The VFW Honor Guard will assist us. So everybody in town is not only invited, but encouraged to come and participate. There will be readings done by people from the audience. And if you have any old flags that need to be retired, we will be collecting old, tattered, damaged flags as well. The Daughters of the American Revolution is going to be presenting a plaque to the VFW, Homer Wise VFW chapter here in town. The plaque is to commemorate the building the VFW occupies. That building is the only remaining original building from what was the Fitch Home for Sailors and Soldiers that Benjamin Fitch paid for and constructed in 1864 to house indigent servicemen, the first in the nation for non-commissioned personnel. The building that they occupy is the original chapel. So if you're driving up Norotan Avenue, once you cross north of West, it'll be on the left-hand side right before the Norotan Heights Fire Department.
Yeah, they're right next door. I didn't know that was the chapel.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
just for those who may not be aware, you need not be a member of the VFW to participate and enjoy in their cocktail lounge down on the lower level. So if you're looking for a friendly place to sit and have a cold one, VFW is a good spot. You'll look at the new plaque.
Is that open, like, does it?
It opens at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Every Monday through Sunday, or just?
Yeah.
And closes at what time, about?
Depends.
Okay, all right. Okay.
My father used to go every Sunday night. Every Sunday night, he would go there for an hour, have a couple of pops with his buddies,
Oh,
and
that's
he would
great.
bring us home those little snacks, the
Uh-huh.
crackers or the peanuts or something, and he'd bring them home to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his Sunday night ritual.
All right, so what's up next?
Okay, so,
Actually, hold on one
Go
second,
ahead.
Jim. A couple things for the nuts and bolts of the Veterans Day ceremony. I've ordered the items from Springdale Florist, and I'm due to call him back tomorrow. Would it be best if I asked him to deliver them to Town Hall?
I'll speak to Mickey. I don't know if he's going to deliver them. If not, I'll pick them up.
I think the person I spoke with was Tom.
Yeah, that's his son. Yeah.
Okay. And then you have the flag, you said. I guess we also need an evergreen bough. How is your yard situated for evergreens?
I'll find one.
All right. And then I've invited the police, but will they automatically station the car there in the driveway? or should I-
Typically they do. Did you get a response from either Jerry or Allison?
No, nothing specific. So maybe I'll just circle back with them and
Okay.
ask. Then, do you want me to send Linda copies of the program to have her make, or a copy of the program to have her make copies, and someone can pick them up on Thursday, or what's the best way to do that? So you have at least
I-
6 copies of.
I
for
think
people to
Monica
read.
last year had them and she handed them out to us because I spoke one.
Yeah,
of the
have
she gave us.
it. Give it to Linda. Have her
Yeah.
make them,
And she can, and
and
Monica
have
will
her
hand
give
out
them
as she
to
needs
John
them.
Zagrodsky,
Yeah.
since John's the one who's going to be reading the proclamation.
Oh, is he? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you did confirm that with him, right? That he's
Yeah.
reading it.
He is going to read it, and I looked for it, and it wasn't up, and I have to go back and.
All right,
get it.
I'll get it because in years past, and you know, I'm an equal opportunity abuser here. Each of our last 3 presidents loaded the proclamation with all sorts of political folderol.
Oh, no.
So there will be a few dots so that we don't keep people here for an hour and a half reading about all the wonderful things that I'm sure the current president is going to load in there.
Okay. All right, so you've got that then. All right.
A quick
And
question.
then, I've contacted the churches to ring the bells, and I just had, don't forget the DAR ceremony, which is immediately following ours. Okay.
Okay, now is that going, okay, so thank you for bringing that up. The DAR plaque, are they going to present it here at Town Circle or over at the VFW?
at the town circle. That's their plan. They'll be there, come to our ceremony, and then immediately following kind of reshuffle people and make the
Okay.
presentation.
Okay, cool.
I just have a quick question. As far as the flags go, I have an old flag that needs replacing. Where can I get a new flag? I don't want one of those cheapy plasticky things. I want a nice flag. I mean, I don't know where to get a nice flag.
There's this wonderful thing called the internet. Poof.
Oh,
But
equal
Home Depot-
opportunity abuser speaks.
Home Depot.
I just thought there might be
Home
a
Depot
local
has-
in town, somebody where I could get it. And
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Yeah.
Okay. HD for flags.
All right, what's next?
Okay, cemetery committee update. I talked to Rob Hulick about this one headstone that the Wilton Private Cemetery would like to place in our Norotan River Cemetery because the child who was 3 years old passed away there, and for some reason or another, the headstone was moved from there to Wilton, and the people in Wilton now want to move it back. And Rob is dealing with the DAR on this thing, and I think he's getting close to deciding on a location. Unfortunately, there's no maps of anybody that's been in that cemetery. And there's a question about whether or not the child's parents were in the cemetery, and it doesn't seem to be that way. So he's digging into a little bit more of that. Okay.
Does that mean they have to move the whole grave and
I
everything?
think just the headstone,
Just the
you
headstone?
know, I think, all right, honestly.
Why would you
Okay,
do
so the other thing is, finally, the Slauson sign is up at the Slauson Cemetery, so that's taken care of. And everything.
SLAWSON?
SLAUSON, okay?
SLAU.
Yeah. And, you know, Mario's continuing to do, I hope, a great job, all right? Okay, the next one is, and Mr. Long is here. He's
Oh, are
a
you
wartime
gonna do this?
veteran street sign program, and I know that we decided that we wanted you to be the chair of this, but Jimmy, I've got, I don't, if maybe Terry can enlighten you on this, or somebody can enlighten you on what
Can you read it?
what the rules are supposed to be.
Okay, so I have a number of applications. So the next time we would be looking to unveil a street sign would be Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
So working it backward, to have that street sign unveiling in May, we would have to have our decision made by March. So we've got ample time to do it. What I'll do is I will get you copies of all of the applications we currently have in. I suppose, without going back and looking at the notes, who else volunteered to be on that subcommittee?
I think you guys did. Does that make any sense?
On the street sign program?
Yeah.
Oh,
No?
did we? I don't think so.
Okay, well, okay.
I didn't know I had either.
Can you
weren't
read
here.
those? Can you read
That's
that?
why you were
Not
voted
really.
in.
Oh.
I'll let you read them to me.
You know what I'll do? I'll type them up and I'll email them to you. And then you can take over from here.
Oh, okay.
All right, so,
Read
so,
that.
okay.
Read this.
All right, so
What is he-
Lucy, who has been running, Lucy
Didn't
now
Autumn
West.
volunteer to do the street sign program?
who?
Autumn?
I thought so.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it was
Right.
Autumn that volunteered
Okay.
to do that. 'cause,
Okay,
Yeah.
all
Well,
right.
she just volunteered again when she's not here, right?
That's what happens when you don't come to the meeting.
I mean, we're
Okay.
happy to help her with it, of course.
I'll get Jim and Autumn copies of the applications that are currently in line. Again, for our TV land audience, the Wartime Veteran Street Sign Program is an honor that we award to one who has served in time of conflict. It is not necessary that they had seen frontline action in combat, but obviously that is a very significant part of our consideration as to whether someone is, in our opinion, worthy of the designation. They must have served during wartime. They need not have been on the front line, although that is one of the strongest considerations. They also must have some significant contribution to the local community outside of their service in the military. So it's a two-faceted concept of service to the country during war and service to the community in time of peace.
Okay.
Applications, by the way, are available on the town website. They're also available at the selectman's office.
Okay, next subject is Town Hall display case update.
Nothing. I don't, I gave all the paperwork for what was upcoming to Susan when she was here last month.
Okay.
Well, we did cover that last month, and
December, I think. is
Wreaths
the next
Across
time.
America is going to have it for December.
Right.
The Daughters of the American Revolution will have it in September of next year.
Right.
And this commission will hold it for May for Memorial Day.
Okay. And if we
And,
can figure out something to do with the other months, fine.
Yeah, I don't know that we put anybody's name. You know, the minutes suggest we, and I don't know who the I in the we is going to contact any number of local nonprofits. So I'll get with Sue Ann after the meeting, and we'll figure that one out.
Okay. All right, next subject is Wreaths Across America. John King and I will not be doing any fundraising for Wreaths Across America this year. I've already advised Sue Ann, I've advised Monica, and a few other people. John Carter has taken it over. He sent out an email to most of the people that John King and I solicited money from over the previous 2 years. And since he decided to do that, John and I decided that, you know, we're not going to, if he's going to do that, then we're not going to jump on top of that, so.
No, because you don't want to hit people up
Right.
twice.
Yeah, just so you know, those emails coming from JC, that's actually coming directly from Wreaths Across America. They reach out to the prior donors from prior year.
That's never happened before.
Yeah, yeah.
It has never
Yeah.
happened before in the past 2 years that John and I did it, because if that would have happened, he and I donated, Jimmy donated, and I had a couple other guys that did the same
You
thing.
didn't get an email?
Huh? No.
Really?
No, not at all. So as a result of that, and we decided that we weren't going to do that, and if he wants to take it over, then he can
Maybe
do
you
it.
didn't give me your email address.
They have all my information as
Yeah.
they have John's information, only because we donated through credit cards,
Right.
you know? So
Yeah.
just, that's an
Yeah.
FYI, okay?
Okay.
Terry, who was the third part for the Town Hall Display Center? The Wreaths Across America?
Us.
No.
Wreaths
who's
Across
second?
America, Daughters of the American
Oh,
Revolution,
DAR.
for September next year.
Okay,
And we have May, right? We're doing May?
We're doing May.
Right.
yeah, got it.
Okay, the last part here is pending application for the Memorial Park bench, and I believe the last meeting we had, Terry explained to us how you qualify for something like that.
Yeah, I'll have to circle back with Pam in writing, just to confirm what I told her verbally. Better off it's in writing.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from her, you know, to
Yeah.
reinvigorate that, so. just-
So we actually do have a quorum now, so can we circle
Yes.
back and talk about the minutes?
Yes, I would like to call everyone's attention to the September and October minutes. And pending any questions, we could entertain a motion to accept those as written, or if they needed to be changed.
Motion to accept those as written.
Seconded?
Yep.
Oh, I can't second, I can't vote.
Second.
We're all-
We're all-
Second.
We got second, 2, 3, and 4.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, then they're accepted.
Okay, so also, does anybody want to make a motion that we will give conditional approval to Parks and Rec to proceed with the memorial bench that has been applied for under the stipulation that the bench itself not be dedicated until the anniversary of the death of the individual.
That's right, because you had said it wasn't a year yet, right? It had to be a year and a
Yeah,
day or something?
I'd make that nomination,
Second-
as long as they
second
don't.
that, right?
Yeah,
But they gotta wait a
For
year.
that?
All in favor?
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
Where is that bench going to be?
I don't know. Somewhere in one of the parks,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, is there any additional business that we have?
Carabello.
Sue Ann, is this all right? Is there
All right.
anything else you want to
I
talk
think-
about?
Oh, I had one more question for Jim now that you're here. Would you mind sending one more email to the town clerk and just say when our December meeting is?
That's Jim Long, right? Or is it me?
I thought it was in
Yeah,
that,
no, it's Jim Long. I think you had all of 2023, and I forgot to say that whatever's left of 2022.
oh, our December. Okay, yep, no problem.
Yeah, so whatever that date is in December, that'd be
All right,
wonderful. Thank you. So
I'll
that'll
give it
be
to
all
Krista.
clean and legal with
That
them.
would be the
and-
14th,
Do you
correct?
guys have this?
Yep, I'll do that.
No, I don't
Thank you
have
very much.
this.
All right, so I think I heard a Carabillo.
Yes, okay,
I'll
so
make a copy of it for you.
that's it? We're
No, you
done?
gotta,
A vote?
all-
What?
you
Or
need
you
to
don't
second
want-
it.
I'll just take a picture.
Second,
We have a
second
second
to Carabello.
Vote.
All in
Everybody?
favor?
Aye, yes.
All right.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks,
carried.
Terry. Thank you,
Thank you,
ladies.
everyone.
Thank you, Jim.
All done. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Okay.